Hi guys, check this out. This is a original Colt 1911. So the 1911 was introduced in 1911 and it's still running to this day. But in 1924 they brought out the 1911 A1, and the A1 had a curved backstrap and a slightly longer beaver tail over there. This particular pistol with the wood grips and the shorter beaver tail and the uncheckered backstrap, that dates to before 1924. So this one was made between 1911 and 1924. So it's at least 100 years old. What it's come in for, it's just for a conservation. The owner doesn't want it to look new, and we're not going to attempt to make it look new. We're just going to dress it up a bit. There's some rust coming out there, rust over there, a lot of marks there. I'll just peen those back. And on this side, there's a very bad rust spot. And I'm not going to try and sand it out or anything. It's going to be just a conservation. I'll get rid of that. And they've got into it with steel wool, to try and get rid of it. I'll clean up that rust, get rid of it, and then maybe just put a light rust cycle onto it, just to kind of blend it slightly. There's a quick look at the markings. Patented April 20, 1897, September 9, 1902, December 19, 1905, February 14, 1911. Colt's Manufacturing Company, Hartford, Connecticut, USA, United States property. There's a proof mark or inspector's mark right there. And on this side, model of 1911 US Army and a serial number. The rest of it is just exactly the same as a modern day 1911. There's some maybe holster wear there, I don't know. It's actually worn hollow, and it's got the lanyard on the back strap or on the mainspring housing. Somebody has beaten it a bit there. And prancing pony on the slide. I cooked the pistol off, and wherever I had that big rust spot, there was this massive rust spot right there that ran down, and so that turned jet black, and then I had the kind of silver bits fading out from there. So what I then did was I put 2 rust cycles on here, and then cooked it again, and then got it all to blend. So you can still see, because I didn't sand it and I didn't want to sand it, you can see where the pitting is, where that big rust spot was, and kind of blended it in with the with those rust cycles. And also did the frame to blend in, and try not to overdo it, try to get it to look period correct. Same on the mainspring housing. And then cleaned up the grips. Had to just rub them down with some ballistol. They had like a very foul smelling residue on them. The one thing I forgot to mention on the overview was that on the A1 also had a shorter trigger, so the trigger sits in deeper, so you can reach it easier with smaller hands. Hope you found that interesting. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.